Hey gang, tonight we're talking about Beast and his stances. Beast has two stances, handstand and beast stand. You cannot block in these stances. There are different ways to enter them, but if you do, you better have a plan. Otherwise, you're probably going to die. Also, you notice Beast, his neutral animation kind of glitching out there. If we move him around, it's not a big deal. So, let's talk handstand first, because this is probably the thing you see the most. There are two ways that I know of, and there's probably more that I just haven't teased out yet. Two ways to enter it: forward 114 and forward 33. Right? Pretty easy. Now, from this stance, what can you do? Well, one, that's hitting light punch. You actually roll forward and then sort of jump backwards into beast stand, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, there's not really much you can do about that. So if you hit two, hard punch, you get a splits kind of kick thing, and overhead, and you also can follow up with a low. So this is forward 2-3. Now, this is unassuming, but this is an infinite. You can do this forever and ever, and they cannot escape. But it will take a very long time to kill them, and yeah, don't do this to anybody. You can also hit 3. Let's do... Actually, you know what? Let's save 3 for last. So you can hit 4. So there you go. That is a stagger stun. So if you typically can't hit them unless you whiff a move first. Bump, bump. So you can continue your combo from there. Yeah, just like overall, that's a pretty decent little move. Also, I believe you can land your level 3 despite, auto blocking being a thing. So you can always tack on a decent chunk of change afterwards, after this, even though you shouldn't be allowed, which is always kind of cool. Yeah, like this super just connects. It also before, if you noticed, it didn't actually connect the right way. Anyway, moving on to the worst move, likely one of the worst moves in the game, handstand 3. Now, he does some little like flutter kick things there. This cannot be comboed into. It cannot be comboed out of. It just is a thing. It's just a move. But it's terrible. I want you to look how long it takes me to get back to neutral. I jumped backwards. I jumped backward the first frame I could do anything. Do you see how long? Even on hit, you're getting killed. Never use that move. It's so garbage. Now, what are the benefits of this? There are a lot. Like you can do so. Forward 1-1 is one of the longest range pokes that he has. It has absurd range, owing to those crazy long limbs. And forward 1-1-4 typically will hit, even if the second hit of 1-1 doesn't hit, because that 4 is really far advancing. It's really forward advancing. So, like this is a fine way to do things. Like then you can go into this. Then you can, jump into this. Like there are a lot of different ways to get mileage out of this. This, right? You can infinite. You can, boop. You can return to neutral here, something like that. I believe you can even. Let me see if this works. So you can even continue the combo from there. You can actually combine it with something that looks like this. So you can basically tack on this move at the end, which is really cool. That allows you to do a lot of different stuff. So like you could do something like this, that, right? Like that all combos. But so there are reasons to use this outside of just like infinite trolling, because that's totally a thing that you could do. Another, like I would say, like in general, outside of connecting things grounded, you don't really need to do this. Like, this stance isn't a must. Frankly, this is an infinite. Forward 1-4-4. So, forward 1-1-4-4 is an infinite. Let me show that off, too. So, this is an infinite as well. So, like, you're basically bypassing... You're bypassing the handstand stance there. Now, is handstand stance good? I think like if you're looking to, no, I don't think it's good. Now, there are ways to, again, he has a couple of strings that allow him to do other things. So, like, if somebody thinks you're going into handstand stance, this is an overhead into, I think, this is forward 1, 1, 4, 2. Yeah, and then you get these kind of cool canned strings. So it looked like we were going there. We can also, I believe we can, I think we can do forward 1, 4, 4. And this is a handstand. Goes into beast stand. So you can sort of like play around with the strings that lead to handstand, maybe confuse your opponent into thinking you're going to be trying something, and do something else. But again, is there any good reason to just like pull out handstand? Absolutely not. If you feel like milking forward 1-1, it's not a bad idea, right? And you want to go into beast stand, cool. So let's show off beast stand now. So you get to beast stand, you can get to beast stand quite a few different ways. You can do 1-1 or 1-1 1-3-3-4, and the 4 is an overhead. You can do something like that, like you can do 3-3-4. You can do 4-3-4. Right? So these are actually like pretty quick moves here, like pretty quick moves into a fast overhead, which is cool, which I appreciate. Beast has a lot of good overheads. Again, you can do forward 1-1, 4-2-3, up, forward 1-1, 4. My bad. It's this move here, and that puts us into beast stand as well. And then again, just using this, you're in beast stand. Now, beast stand is slightly more interesting. Purely because, and I want to show this, so like you have, you're sort of crawling on the ground. You can jump out of it at any point, but again, no blocking, and you have access to other moves. So you have 1-1. Now I don't think that this is a low. Actually, let's set the block to high. Yeah, so this isn't a hoe. Isn't a hoe. It's not a low. It's a mid. So again, you're not looking at anything really juicy from this. But you do have 1-2. You have the overhead 1-1. You have another overhead with 1-3 or 1-4, and you don't have anything out of 3. Right? Oh, I forgot. That also leads to, I think if you hold this, is it? Sorry, I'm now remembering. You can get into handstand stance as well, but that we'll get. Yeah. How do we get? Maybe we don't get into handstand stance here, but we do get a combo. So that's forward, just forward, or excuse me, handstand 3. So that's my bad. We jumped the gun a little bit there. So yeah, you have a couple of things with just this quick poke here, with 1, right? Pretty good range. But again, like, when are you ever going to be at this range, having landed this, knowing, oh god, I just did it, knowing that, the way you probably got into it blew them away, right? Like, yeah, that's hard. That's a hard sell. Maybe they block the overhead. Let's say, like, they block high. So, like, dude, you're super minus. So you're super minus, and then you can dodge that, right? You can just walk around it. You could punch through it. You could do whatever you want there. You are jailed there. You can't. That's kind of cool. But again, you're so minus. So take with that what you will. So beast stand 2 is like the coolest freaking move. So I honestly, I love this move. I think it's so cool. So if you're in beast stand, you can do, this is your 2. It reminds me of Akuma's flip. Like, I think this is so cool. And what's really cool is you get this move and you can land his level 3. Unscaled, unavoidable, can't be blocked. You just, like, it's just such a cool thing. I think I landed like a super cool, combo where I ended up, or maybe I did like a stun like that. Like, it was just such a cool combo. I felt so good about myself. There it is. And it's just, it looks awesome. I feel like not many characters have a move quite like that. I love the way it looks. It's terrible though. Like, it's stunningly bad. It does a cool move. You can land a level 3 after it. I don't think you can land a level 2 because they're just a little too far away. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, they're just slightly too far away. So yeah, it's like super cool. From here, so you also have Beast Stand 4. Now, Beast Stand 4 has a couple of things here. You can do Beast Stand 4-2. That's an overhead that hit there. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I don't think you can do anything after the overhead. You just overhead. Like that's it. Like no other extensions, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, an overhead into anything extra is good. I don't think you can even super after it, and it doesn't combo. So forward 4-4 combos into this bad boy there, which again, this move is great. Also, it's a low. You can't do anything after it, except unless you whiff a move again. So like forward 4-4, and then we do jump 1-3-4, and we can combo. You also have 3, land this. That's a surprise, surprise low overhead. You know, that's like not bad at all. And into combo, right? So like there are quite a few things you can do from this stance as opposed to handstand, which I feel like can sort of make this slightly more usable. Like, you know, if you were to do 3-3-4, you blocked, and then so this is forward 3-4. Excuse me, B stand 3-4. Now this move here, I think we can actually connect to forward 1-1 after it. Let me see if I can get the timing appropriate. Yeah, there you go. So you can actually get an infinite from there. Right? So it's, I mean, it's good. Like that is an interesting way to use the move. Let's see if we can do forward 3-1. There you go. Yeah, okay. So forward 3-1. And I'm not saying forward 3-1. I mean B stand 3-1. That's good. B stand 3-2. Oh, is it the same thing? Never mind. This is B stand 3 is the overhead. Is the low overhead. I don't know why I'm confusing everybody. I'm confusing myself. So you get two things out of it. You get forward, or excuse me, you get B stand 3 and you get B stand 3-4, which is cool. Both those things are useful. But the coolest thing is that. And then if you do it right, it's unscaled. You land that full 9-4-9-6 on a normal defense opponent, or maybe pass chance slightly more. But those are beast stances. Now, one of the cool things I think about beast stances, and this is sort of as we come to a close here, beast stances are cool. Like, they're actually cool and they're functional. Like, this is a thing that you can do to opponents. And there's, you know, ways out of it, right, that are pretty cool. I just wish that these weren't so bad. Like, there were more. I wish that going into stances wasn't so detrimental. Like in other games, you know, any stance character will typically have fairly intense, you know, either block stun or hit stun while going into a stance. You want to have the opportunity to activate that attack and not die from attempting it. In this game, you will just die unless you land something like this, right? And you like actually like whiff punish with it. Yeah, I just like I don't see it happening in a way that's conducive to like doing damage and actually like winning. Um, which is a shame because I think they're actually so cool. Like if this didn't take so long, like let me just quickly switch to Beast and I'll record the computer doing something. I'll try to keep it pretty tight. We'll do like 3-3-4 into Let's record the opponent. All right, let's just try that. Like, is that how badly? Okay, so it definitely blows you away. So let's block normal. Oh, we have to play it repeat. Right, like you can't do anything if you block it. Like then you're just punished, and like that's not fun. Like even if he attempts to, like I guess the only thing is good is he's considered airborne if you're like really fast on the punish. I like that is so disappointing. Like maybe if you got a hard knockdown, that would be cool, or like you're just immediately punished, and that sucks. So that's basically my stand. Is handstand and B stand are super cool additions to his kit. I think there is a lot of space, to like design space, to make him a stance character. I just think it was poorly implemented because this game, again, is really old and really jank, and I don't think this game was made with the competitive crowd in mind particularly. So hope you like checking out B stand and handstand, and I think we're gonna do maybe a combo of Toad and Gambit next time. But this is your Monday X-Men Next Dimension fix, gang, and I hope you're ready for I think it was a Mystique stream on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll see you there. Later.